life sucked before. But it turns out, sucking wasn't so bad.
There is growing chaos within the vampire community.
Man, that's so cool. Let's make a better world for the vampire nation. Together, you and me. Let's do this. I hereby order the execution of, Excuse me, what's your name again?
I am Balestro.
Vampires are a mistake that requires correction. You have 30 days. When the bell tolls midnight on that day, I will return. And every vampire in this earthly realm will be exterminated.
What the? Not to worry, I have a plan. We need Muscle, the baddest vamps available.
Welcome to my party.
I'm worried.
Are you mad because Balestro is gonna eradicate the entire vampire species? Or because there's an angel macking on your girl?
I'm watching you. It's creepy and possibly illegal.
Chaos, angels, death. It's all very biblical.
We're in a fight for our lives.
Be the hero we need.
Okay. How about we try a little reflective listening?
Oh, hell no.
I like you, Reginald. You are not what I expected.
Turns out I'm a fighter and a lover. Can angels even mac? That's like a sin, right?
Hello, my name is Heather Hurt. I am here with Savannah Basley, who plays Angela on Reginald the Vampire. Season 2 is currently happening right meow. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for chatting with us today, especially since today, as of this recording, we are officially halfway through Season 2. Angela has had a roller coaster of a first part of the season. Her life has just changed exponentially, and it has honestly led to some of the funniest moments of the season. What has been your favorite moment or situation for her so far?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, I think besides the janky trailer that she RV that she was living in at the beginning, which was really funny to get to see. I love I just love the idea that she's been rooming with Reginald this season. I think it's really fun. I got to have more scenes with Jacob and all of that stuff, and it was a lot of fun just getting to play off of the Reginald energy. It led to some it was a lot of fun to play, and it led to a lot of jokes. And I think that's where a lot of our comedic energy comes from, is just from playing off of those two energies, which is really great.
Speaking of your relationship, Angela's relationship with Reggie, we're really getting to see that blossom in this season. Well, blossom is a strong word, but
she's trying. It's trying to blossom.
But with that being said, real quick, just random question: do you get to ad-lib some of your jokes, or is it all just straight script with your relationship?
That's a good question. Sometimes there's some ad-libbing. Jacob definitely loves to ad-lib a lot, which I love. It's really fun to get to react. I would definitely say I've learned that my comedic skills come more from the reactionary side. I'm not really one to be able to hit the punchlines too hard. That's just me. But so I definitely found a lot of the more reactionary type of things. There was a few times where I'd watch the final edit and I'd be like, oh my gosh, they left that in. There's this scene where Jacob's trying to explain, how he's going to do all this stuff for Sarah. And I just did this thing where I was like, mm-hmm. And they kept it in. And I just thought that was so funny. I was like, oh, I didn't think they would keep it in. But there was a few times where I'd react a certain way and I'd hear a few giggles from behind the camera. And I'd be like, oh, I'm cooking now.
And you get your facial expressions, and I've got a really important question about that later, but your facial expressions really just, they can say so much without a single word. It's wonderful. So talking about that relationship, going back to the actual question, I'm sorry. One of the greatest moments in the season so far is the good girl training. Let's talk about that. How did you react when you saw that Angela was going to have to go into training?
Oh goodness. Well, the thing that I saw was that they were like, he's going to try and turn her into Sarah. And I was like, oh my God, I have to try and imitate M. This is going to be like so hard. Like, cause I'm not the best at imitations, at least I think. So I was like, this is going to be so hard. Like, I don't want to like overdo it or, try and like, yeah. So I was like, this is going to be so difficult. So I really just she kind of turned into a Disney princess in a way, which I guess is kind of not a whole lot like Sarah, because she does have like a hardness to her in a way. But yeah, that was a lot of fun during the fittings. I was just like, this is so weird seeing me in this, just in general, because I'm not, I have my moments in my personal life where I'll wear like something flowery or like frilly if I'm like in the mood. But yeah, I was like trying on some of the floral dresses and I was like, I feel so out of place. But then once, I got in hair and makeup, I was like, I feel like I should have a little bird on my finger and be like frolicking through a forest. And I love it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was just, pretty much I would just throw a lot of it after a take. I'd be like, is that too much? And they'd be like, nope, it's great. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Love it.
Well, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we've also got to see a lot of Angela's weaker sides in this, especially in episode 3. How has it felt to play and grow with her? And what do you do personally to get into that headspace?
Ooh, I absolutely adore Angela's arc this season. It's a lot of fun. I definitely come from more of like a horror drama background. Like I love the, kind of more like intense horror. But if I'm going to watch a comedy, it's going to be a comedic horror.
Same.
So that's still good. It was a lot of fun getting to play and explore Angela, because there was a few different like methods and tactics that I wanted to try to explore in terms of getting into those, like dropping into those dramatic kind of scenes. And it was a lot of fun because the set definitely felt like very like safe place. I love our cast and crew a lot. And there was a lot of times that they would give me the space to try different methods of trying to get into the character for those scenes. And so that was a lot of fun. And I'm very grateful because I learned a lot about myself as an actor through some of that stuff. Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, there's been different times where sometimes if I was, overly tired or I was, just in general, like stressed about something, then I was really able to kind of pull from that and just have the permission to like cry about it, because sometimes you'll get to those points, or at least I'll get to those points where I'm like, oh, I'm just so like tired. I just want to like cry. And I'd have to, I'd be like, just hold it, keep it in. And then when I would get to those scenes, it's like, I can cry now. Okay. And I would just like let it all out. And then sometimes it would be hard because I'd be like, Jacob's making me laugh and Mandela and him are, joke cracking up. And I'd like want to be in that energy. And then I'd be like, oh, right, I have to go do something really dramatic. So then I'd have to like, go over into some place and just like start heavy breathing and like kind of making my body feel like you're about to cry, like, because I didn't feel it. So I'd have to, I put on a sad song and I just do a lot of like heavy breathing and it would just get me there. There was a few times where I was like, please no one judge me for this, because I'd be like like over in the corner while everyone's like eating their like snacks and I'm like, don't worry about me, I'm just getting in the character.
That's so much fun. So last really quick question for you. What without spoiling anything, what are you most excited for people to see with Angela in the coming episodes? Once again, don't go too deep, but
honestly, I just think there's just more of Angela. You get to see more of Angela's heart. She very much lays it bare throughout this season. And besides seeing a softer side of her, you get to see her kind of being a little bit more of a team player, which I think will be fun for some people.
Oh, well, I cannot wait. Thank you so much for your time, Savannah. Reginald the Vampire Season 2 is premiering right now on SyFy every Wednesday with, once again, it's June 5th as we're recording this. episode 5 coming out tonight. Thank you so much, Savannah. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.